Hi guys, welcome back to another exciting tutorial of Great Stack. In this tutorial, we will learn how to make a full stack food ordering web app using React.js. We will build the front end, back end and admin panel with the help of Mern Stack. So let's see the project overview that we are going to create in this tutorial. So this is the home page of our food ordering website. Here you can see the list of food items that you can order from this website, and here we have these menu. If I click on this dessert, it will display only dessert. If I click on noodles, it will display only noodles. If I click on this menu again, then it will display all the food items. This web page is completely responsive, so let me change the screen size. You can see this web page looks perfect in different screen size. Here we have the sign in button. If I click here, we will get a sign up form, and if you already have an account, you can click on this link, log in here and enter your email ID and password and log in on this web page. So we'll click on this link for a new user sign up. So here we will create a new account. So let me type my name here, then email ID. So if I enter any simple password and select this checkbox, then click on this create account button. Here it is displaying one warning. Please enter a strong password. So let me enter the strong password here. Then click on this create account. Now we are logged in on this website. Now we can add the products in our cart. So here we have this plus icon. Let me click here. So this product will be added. If I click on this plus, it will increase the quantity. And if I click on this minus icon, it will decrease the quantity. So let me add 2 quantity of this product. Then I will add this product. It will be 3 quantity. Now we will open the cart page. So in this cart page, you can see the product image, product name, price, quantity, and here we have the total price and delivery charges. Now we will click on this proceed to checkout button. So it will take you to the delivery information page where user can enter their name and address and proceed to payment page. So let me add one address. Any dummy phone number. And I will click on this proceed to payment. Now it will open the payment page that we have integrated using the Stripe. On this page also you can see the order information. Here we have the food items name and quantity. Let's add the email ID. And here we will add one dummy card number. Then other card information. And I will click on this pay button. Then complete. So after successful payment, it will open the My Order page where you can see the order details. Here it is displaying the food details, quantity, total price, and the order status is processing. You can see food processing. Now let's see the preview of our admin panel. So let's open the admin panel. Here we have 3 options: add items, list items, and orders. So let's go to orders. You can see the new order that we have just placed on our website. So these are the order information, then delivery address, and here we have the option to change the status of the order. We can click here and select out for delivery. And if I open the web page, refresh this web page, you can see the status has become out for delivery. Like that, you can also change the status as delivered from the admin panel. And now the user will see the status delivered. Now again come back to the admin panel. Let's open this list items. Here we have all the food items listed on our web page. So let me delete one of it. Here we have cooked noodles in the last. Let's delete it. So that product has been deleted. If I open the web page, go to home page, here you can see the last product is missing. Now we can add a new product by using this add items. Here you can upload a product image, then product name, then small description, and select the category and price. Then click on add button. So you can see the message here, food added. If I open the front end, refresh this website, and at the end you can see here we have the food item that we have just added using the admin panel. So this was the project overview. In this video, we are going to use React. So if you are absolute beginner in React, then I will highly recommend you to watch my complete JavaScript course, where I have explained all the advanced JavaScript concepts that are required to learn React.js. I will provide the link in the description. So if you are ready to level up your React.js skills, make sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let's get started. Right now I am on my desktop screen. Here I will create a folder. So let's add the folder name food del, that is for food delivery. Now we will open this folder with the VS Code editor. So I will right click here, show more options, and open with code. Now our folder is open in VS Code editor. Now here we will open the integrated terminal. Using this terminal we will create our React project. To create the React project, we will type npm create vite latest. After that, we have to provide the name of our project. So here we will simply add front end. Here we will select React, then select JavaScript. Now you can see one folder front end has been created. Now we have to install our dependencies. For that, we have to navigate to this front end folder. So here we will type cd front end and press enter. Now we are in the front end folder. Here we will type npm install. It will install all our dependencies. So our dependencies has been installed. In this front-end folder, you can see node modules folder. After that, we will install one package, that is React Router DOM. So here we will type npm install React Router DOM. So this React Router package has been installed. Now we have to run this project. To run this project, we will type npm run dev. Now our project is running on this local server. So open this address in the browser. So you can see our project is successfully running in this web browser. So first we have to clear our default React project. For that, we will open this src folder, and here we have the app.jsx file. So from here we will clear this file, and here we will type rafce, and here we will get this snippet. If you are not getting this snippet, then you have to install one extension. So in this extension, you can see I have already installed one extension, ES7 React Redux GraphQL React Native Snippet. After installing this, you will get this snippet. So if I type rafce and select this, so our export component is ready. Now we will open this app.css file and we will delete it. Now we will open index.css file, and here we will clear this file. And here we will add some CSS for all the HTML elements. So we will add padding 0, margin 0, box sizing, border box. After that we will add some properties in the body tag. So for this body we will add minimum height 100 VH. After that we will add the CSS properties for the anchor tag. So for this A tag we will provide text decoration, none, color inherit, so here we have provided some basic properties for our complete project. Now we will open index.html file, and here we will replace this title. So in this title tag, let's type footdel. Now we will save this project and we will open the web browser. So our project is clear right now, and you can see the title here in the browser, footdel. Now we will create the folder structure for our React project. So here we have the src folder. We will create a new folder in this src and we will provide the folder name components. After that, in this src folder we will create another folder and the folder name will be pages. In this components folder we will create all the components, and in the pages folder we will create multiple pages for our React project. So first, for our project we will create the navbar. So we will create a new folder in this components folder and the folder name will be navbar. Inside this navbar folder we will create a new file and the file name will be navbar.jsx. To convert this JSX file into component we will use RAFCE. Now for this component we will create one CSS file. So we will create a new file in this navbar folder and the file name will be navbar.css. Now we have to import this CSS file in this navbar component. For that, here we will simply type import and provide the path, that is /navbar.css. Now first we will mount this navbar component in the app component. So in this app.jsx file we will add one class name in this div and the class name is app. And after that, here we will mount the navbar component. So we will use the opening arrow navbar, and here we will get this option navbar. Just click here and this file will be imported here. Now close this tag. Now our navbar component has been added in the app component. After that we will open this navbar.jsx file, and in this one we will add one class name and the class name is navbar. After that we will insert the assets in our asset folder. So here we have one assets folder. I will provide this assets folder link in the video description. In this assets folder we have the icons and images for our project. So we will copy all these files and we will open our project folder, open frontend, open src, then assets folder, and here we will paste all the images and icons. After that we will open the VS Code editor. So in this assets folder you can see we have inserted all the images and icons. In this one we have one assets.js file where we have imported all the images and icons. And here we have exported it in the object format and the object name is assets. So when I want to use that assets, here we will type img tag src, and in this src we will use the curly braces, and here if I use assets, it is coming here in this snippet, and here we will type dot, and here we will get all the suggestions that we have exported in this assets.js file. So here if I select assets.logo and save the changes, so on our screen you can see we have the project logo. By organizing our assets like this, we can efficiently build our project. Now let me remove this img tag, and now we will start building our navigation bar. So in this navigation bar, first let's insert one image, and the class name is logo, and in this src we will use curly braces, and here we will insert the assets.logo. After that we will create one UL tag, and the class name will be navbar menu. Inside this UL tag we will create 4 li tags, so we will type li into 4. So in the first list we will add home, in the second one we will add menu, in the third one we will add mobile app, and in the fourth one we will add contact us. After this UL tag we will create one div, and the class name will be navbar right. Inside this div, first we will insert one img tag, and in this src we will use assets.search icon. After that we will create one div, and the class name will be navbar search icon. Inside this div we will insert one image tag, and in this src we will provide assets.basket icon. After that we will create one div, and the class name will be dot. After this div we will create one button tag, and within this button tag we will add sign in. So our HTML structure for the navbar is ready. Now we will open the web page. So here we have the logo and text and icon in this navbar. Now we will provide the CSS properties. So we will open navbar.css file, and here we have the class name navbar. So let's copy this one and place it here. For this navbar we will provide the padding of 20 pixel and 0. Then we will add display, that will be flex, justify content, a space between, and align items center. Now we will save the changes. Now you can see in the left side we have the logo, in the middle we have this menu links, and in the right side we have the icons. After that we will add some padding for whole project. For that we will open this index.css file, and here we will add the CSS properties for this app class name. So here we will type .app, and here we will provide width 80%, margin auto. Now we will save the changes. So you can see we have the space in the left and right side. After that we will add the CSS properties for this logo class name. So in this navbar CSS file we will type .navbar.logo, and here we will provide width 150 pixels. Then save the changes. Now our logo is set to 150 pixel. Now we will add the CSS properties for this UL tag, and the class name is navbar menu. So we will copy this class name and place it here. For this class name we will provide display flex, list style none, and here we will provide the gap of 20 pixel, and the color of these links will be this color code. Then we will define the font size, that will be 18 pixel, and save the changes. Now we will open the web browser. So here you can see this is our text. Here we will add the custom fonts. For that we will open a new tab and we will search for outfit font. Here we will open this link, Google font. Then click on this get font and click on get embed code. And after that we will click on this import and just copy this import statement. Just copy this one and we will paste it in our VS Code editor inside this index.css file. So add a space here and paste the link. Add the semicolon at the end. After that, here we will provide font family, outfit, and save the changes. Now you can see the updated font for our menu text. After that, we will add the CSS properties for the right side. So we will copy this class name navbar right and we will paste it here. Here we will add display flex, align items center, then we will provide the gap of 40 pixels. Now the right side alignment is good. Now we will add the CSS properties for this button tag. So here we will type navbar button tag, and here we will provide the background transparent, font size 16 pixel, then we will use the color and this color code. Then we will create border of 1 pixel solid, and here we will provide one color, tomato. After that we will add the padding, that will be 10 pixel and 30 pixel. After that we will provide the border radius 50 pixel. Then we will use cursor pointer. Now this sign in button is looking good. Now we will add the hover effect on this button. So here we will use this class name navbar, then button tag, colon, hover. And here we will add the background color and this color code. Now we will save the changes. So here you can see the hover effect on this button. After that, in this button tag we will add the transition property, that will be 0.3 seconds. Now if I take cursor, you can see the background color is changing smoothly. After that we will add the underline effect for these menu items. For that we will open this navbar.jsx file, and here we will create one state variable. To create the state variable we will use const, and the state variable name will be menu, and the setter function name will be setMenu equal to useState. And here we have this option, click here, and this useState will be imported from the React. After that we will initialize the state variable. So let's type home. So we have created one state variable and we have initialized it with home. Now on these li tags we will add the dynamic class name. So we will add the class name, curly braces, and here we will add menu, and we will compare this menu. If our menu is home, in that case, in this li tag we will provide one class name that is active. If our menu is not home, in that case we will provide one empty string. Similarly, here we will compare the menu. Here we will type mobile app, and here we will type contact us. And for these three lists we will add the question mark, then active class name, then colon, and we will provide the empty string. After adding this, when the state is home, this active class name will be applied for this li tag, not for the other li tags. Similarly, if the state is menu, so in that case the second li tag will get the active class name and other three will not have the active class name. After that, for this active class name we will add some CSS properties. So open this CSS file again, and here we will type .navbar.active. Here we will provide the padding bottom 2 pixel. Then we will provide border bottom, that will be 2 pixel solid, and here we will use this color code. After that we will save the changes. Now we will open the web browser. So our state is home, so you can see underline below this home. Similarly, if I change it, let's set menu, so you can see underline below this menu. Now we will add the logic using that when we click on any menu, this underline will be moved to that list. So for that we will add the onClick property for all these li list, and here we will pass one arrow function, and in this one we will call the set menu function. So in the first li tag set menu we will provide home string, in the second one we will provide menu, in the third one we will provide mobile app, and in the fourth one we will provide contact us. Now we will save the changes and we will open the web browser. So if I click on home, this underline is moved to the home. If I click on menu, you can see the underline on the menu. If I click on mobile app, you can see underline on mobile app. And if I click on contact, so our underline effect is working fine. Now for these li tags we will add the cursor pointer, so that when we take cursor over this li tags we will get the cursor pointer. So let's open this CSS file. Here we will type .navbar li tag, and here we will provide the cursor pointer. Now you can see the cursor pointer on this menu list. After that we will add the CSS properties for this div, where we have added the class name dot. We will design this div as a dot that will be visible inside the basket. So whenever we will add a product in the basket, that dot will be visible. If the basket is empty, then dot will be hidden. For that we will open this navbar.jsx file and copy this class name, which is navbar search icon. Paste this class here, and here we will add the property position relative. After that, here we will add the class name navbar search icon, then we will provide the class name dot. And here we will add the CSS properties that will be position absolute. Then we will add the minimum width of 10 pixel. Minimum height will be 10 pixel. Then we will add the background color, and in this background color we will use tomato. Then we will define the border radius, that will be 5 pixel. Then we will add the position top minus 8 pixel, right minus 8 pixel. Now save the changes and open the web page. So here we have one dot near this basket icon. Now our navbar component is ready. After completing the navigation bar, we will open this pages folder, and here we will create multiple pages for our project. So first we will create the home page. So in this pages folder, we will create a new folder and the name will be home. Then we will create a new folder in this pages and the page name will be cart. So the folder name we have added cart. Then we will create one more folder in this pages and the folder name will be place order. We will use this home folder to display our home page. We will create the cart page to display the cart item. On this place order page, we will get the information about the user, that is user's address and details to place the order. Now we will create one JSX file in each folder. So open a new file in this home folder and the file name will be home.jsx, and here we will use RAFCE, and for this page we will create one CSS file. So in this home folder we will create a new file and the file name will be home.css. We will import this CSS file in this home page, so we will add import./home.css. Now the CSS file has been imported. Now we will create a new file in this cart folder and the name will be cart.jsx. Here also we will use RAFCE, and in this folder we will create one new file, that is cart.css. Now in this JSX file we will add import./cart.css. Similarly we will add the new file in this place order folder and the file name is placeorder.jsx, and here we will use RAFCE. Here also we will create a new file that will be placeorder.css and import this CSS file in this JSX file. So here we will type import./placeorder.css. So we have added one JSX file and CSS file in each folder. Now we will set up the React router. To set up the React router, first we will open main.jsx file, and here we will remove this React strict mode and we will wrap this app component using the browser router. First we will import the browser router. So here we will type import curly braces and here we will add browser router from, and here we will use React router DOM package. Using this browser router we will wrap this app component. So we will add opening arrow browser router, and within this we will place this app component. Now we will get the React router support in the app component. Now we will open app.jsx file and here we will set up the routes. So after this navbar, we will create one routes tag. We will add routes. Here we have this option from React Router DOM. Select this one. So this package has been imported automatically. Then close this tag. Within this routes tag, we will create multiple route. So first we will create the route for our home page. Here we will use the route tag that is also from React Router DOM. This route has been imported. Then here we will define the path. So our path will be slash. And here we will use the element property. And in this element we will provide the home page component. So we will use the opening arrow home and select this one. Then close this tag and close the route tag also. So whenever we will open this slash path, we will get our home page. Similarly, we will set up our cart page. So we will add route path, and here we will provide slash cart, then element, and in this element property we will use the cart page component. So we will add opening arrow cart slash closing arrow. So this cart has been imported. Then close this route tag slash closing arrow. Similarly, we will create the route for the place order page. So we will type route, and in this path we will provide slash order, and here we will provide the element property, and in this element property we will use place order component. So for all three pages we have created the route. Now we will start creating our home page. So first in our home page there will be one header. So in this components folder we will create a new folder, and here we will add the name header. We will use this header component in our home page. So first let's create one file in this header folder, that is header.jsx. Here we will use RAFCE. After that we will create one CSS file for this component. So in this header folder we will create one new file, and the file name will be header.css. Now we will link this CSS file with the JSX file. For that, here we will type import./header.css. After that, here we will add one class name property that will be header, and our component has been created. After that, we have to mount this component on our home page. So we will open home.jsx file, and within this div we will mount our header component. For that we will use the opening arrow header, and here we have this header component from our components folder, and close this tag. Now this header component has been mounted on our home page. Now we will start building our header. So in this header component we will add the HTML structure. So in this div, first we will create another div, and the class name will be header contents. And in this div, we will create one h2 tag, and here we will add one text. Then we will use one paragraph tag, and in this paragraph tag we will paste this text. So here we have created one h2 tag and one p tag. After this p tag, we will create one button tag, and in this button we will add view menu. So our HTML structure for the header is ready, Now we will open this assets folder, and here we have this header image.png. So we will copy this file and we will paste it in our public folder. Right click here and paste this image. So in this public folder we have one image, that is header image. For now, save these changes and open the web browser. Right now our header is looking like this. So in this header background we will place one image. For that we will open header.css file. And here we will add the header class name. And here we will provide height. That will be 34 VW. Then we will provide the margin 30 pixel auto. Then we will provide the background property where we will provide the URL for our background image. So we will add /header underscore img.png. After that we will add no repeat property. Then we will add the background size and we will provide contain. Then we will add the position relative. Now save the changes. So this header is looking like this. After that we will add the CSS properties for this header contents class name. So we will copy this one and place it here. Here we will set the position absolute. Display will be flex. Then flex direction will be column. Here we will use the align items start and we will provide the gap of 1.5 VW. Then we will set the maximum width, that will be 50%. And here we will add the bottom 10%, left 6 VW. Then save the changes. So this content is aligned in the left bottom over this background image. Now we will add the CSS properties for these text. So here we will type dot header contents h2 tag. Here we will use the font weight of 500. Then we will use the color white. And here we will provide the font size of max 4.5 VW. And we will add one more parameter 22 pixel. And save the changes and open the web page. Now our header text is looking good. Next we will add the CSS properties for this paragraph text. So here we will add dot header contents p tag. Let's provide the color white. Font size 1 VW. Save the changes. So our paragraph tag is also looking good. Now we will provide the CSS properties for this button. So here we will add this class name header contents, then button tag. For this button we will provide border none, color, and we will provide this color code. Then we will provide the font weight, that will be 500. Then we will provide the padding 1 VW and 2.3 VW. Then we will use the background color and we will set it as white. Then we will define the font size and here we will use the max property 1 VW and 13 pixel. Then we will provide the border radius of 15 pixel. This will be border none. After that save the changes and we will open the web browser. So this view menu button is also looking good. After that, when we reload this web page, there is no effect. So here we will add one fade in effect so that these text will be displayed with fade effect. So for that we will open this index.css file, and here we will define one fade in keyframe. So let's type keyframes and we will provide the name fade in. After that, here we will provide the 0%. This opacity will be 0. After that, at 100%, we will set the opacity 1. After that, we will open this header.css file. And here we have the header contents. In this one, we will add animation. Here we will provide the name of our keyframe, that is fade in, and then we will provide the duration 3 seconds. Then save the changes and we will open the web browser. So when we reload the web page, you can see these text are coming with smooth animation. So our header component is ready. After that, we will create the menu section where we will display the different types of menu. For that, we will come back to the VS Code editor, and in this components folder, we will create a new folder, and the folder name will be Explore Menu. Inside this folder, we will create a new file, and the file name will be explore menu.jsx. Here we will use RAFCE. After that, we will create one CSS file for this component. So here we will right click and select new file and provide the file name explore menu.css. Now we will import this CSS file in this component. So here we will type import /explore menu.css. To display the items in this menu, in this assets folder, here we have the assets.js file where we have one object. Here we have the images that we have already seen. After that, we have one menu list array. In this array, we have the multiple objects. Each object carries the detail of the menu item, like menu name and menu image. So this menu image is imported here. You can see we have imported total 8 menu image. So using this array list, we will display the menu data in our component. So we will open this explore menu.jsx file, and here we will import menu list from the assets folder asset file. So we have imported the menu list. Now we will create the HTML structure for the explored menu component. So first, in this div we will add the class name property, and we will provide the class name explored menu. After that, we will add the ID property, and here also we will add explored menu. Then we will add one h1 tag, and here we will add the text explore our menu. Then we will create one p tag, and in this paragraph text we will add this text. So we have added one sentence here in this p tag. After that, we will add one class name in this p tag, and it will be explored menu text. After this p tag, we will create one div, and the class name of that div will be explored menu list. Inside this div, we will render this menu list using the map method. For that, we will add the curly braces, and here we will add menu list dot map, and in this one we will pass one arrow function. In this arrow function we will use the return statement, and here we will return one div. So we will use the parenthesis, and in this one we will use one div, and we will add a class name for this div that will be explore menu list item. In this arrow function we will pass one individual item and index number. In this div we will add the key property, and here we will simply provide the index. In this div we will insert the image tag, and in this src we will use item dot menu image. So this item is one object where we have the property menu image, where we have added the imported image. After that we will create one p tag, and in this p tag we will use the curly braces, and in this curly braces we will provide the item dot menu name. After that we will mount this explore menu component in the home.jsx file. So after this header we will mount that component, that is explore menu. Now we will open the web browser. So here we have this explore our menu, then this paragraph text, and after that we have the multiple menu items with the menu image and name. Now we will provide the CSS properties for this component. So first we will add the CSS properties for this explore menu class name. Copy this class name, open this CSS file explore menu.css, and here we will provide this class name, and in this one we will add display flex, flex direction column, gap of 20 pixel. Then save the changes and open the web browser. So here we have the gap of 20 pixel, and we have provided the display flex. Now we will add the CSS properties for this title. Here we will add .explore menu h1 tag, and here we will provide the color property and this color code. After that we will define the font weight 500. So we have added the CSS properties for this header tag. Now we will add the CSS properties for this p tag. So here we have added the class name explore menu text. Just copy this one and paste it here. Here we will provide the max width of 60%, and the color will be this color code. So this text is displaying in 2 lines, and we have added the color property also. After that we will add the CSS properties for this explore menu list class name. So we will copy this class name and paste it in the CSS file. Here we will provide display flex, then justify content, a space between, align items center, gap of 30 pixel, text align, center, and in this margin we will add 20 pixel and 0 pixel. Then we will add the overflow X, and we will type scroll. Save the changes. So here we have all these items in a single row, and here we have one scroll bar. Now we will hide this scroll bar. So for that we will add .explore menu list double colon WebKit scroll bar, and here we will provide display none. Then save the changes and open the web page. Now here we don't have the scroll bar. After that we will add the CSS properties for these images. So here we will type dot explore menu list item. Then we will use the img tag. For this image we will define the width. That will be 7.5 VW. Then we will define the min width. That will be 80 pixel. Then we will provide the cursor pointer. Then we will provide the border radius of 50%. Then we will add transition 0.2 seconds. Then save the changes. So we have added the width, cursor and border radius on these images. After that we will add the CSS properties for these text. So here we will add dot explore menu list item and p tag. For this p tag we will provide margin top 10 pixel, then we will provide the color, this color code. Then we will define the font size. We will provide the max property 1.4 VW and 16 pixel. Then we will provide the cursor pointer and save the changes and open the web page again. Now these menu text is big in size and here we have added the cursor pointer. After that we will open this explore menu.jsx file, and after this div we will create one HR tag. Now we will provide the CSS properties for this HR tag. So here we will add dot explore menu HR tag. Here we will provide the margin. That will be 10 pixel and 0 pixel. Then we will define the height of 2 pixel background color. And here we will use this color code. Then we will define the border none. Now open the web browser and at the end you can see one horizontal line that is coming using the HR tag. So here we have created this explore menu component. After that we will create some functionalities. For that we will come back to the home.jsx file and here we will create one state variable and the name will be category. So let's add category and the setter function name will be set category equal to use state and initialize it with one string that will be all. So we have created one state variable category and the setter function name is set category. We will pass this in our explore menu component as a prop. So here we will type category equal to curly braces and we will provide the category. Then we will pass set category equal to curly braces and here we will provide the set category setter function. Now we can destructure this category state and setter function in the explore menu component. So open this explore menu.jsx file and in this parenthesis we will add curly braces and here we will destructure the category and set category function. So now we have this state and setter function. Now in this div we will add the onClick property and here we will pass one arrow function and here we will call the set category function. So here first we will take our previous state, and here we will check if the previous state is same as the item dot menu name. In that case, we will set the state all, and if it is not same, in that case we will set the state with our menu name. So we will add item dot menu name. After adding this, when I click here, in our state it will store salad. If I click here, it will store rolls in the state. Using these state, we will add one dynamic class name in this image. So here we will add the class name property, and here we will add the curly braces. So if our category is same with the menu name, so we will add item dot menu name. In that case, we will add one class name that will be active, and if it is not same, in that case we will provide one empty string. So basically, when we will click here, we will add one active class name on this image. Similarly, if I click on this one, that active class name will be moved to this image tag. So we will add the CSS properties for this active class name. So we will open this explode menu.css file, and here we will add .explode menu list item .active class name. Then we will provide the border, and the width will be 4 pixels solid, and the color is tomato. After that, we will add the padding 2 pixels and save the changes. Now we will open the web browser. So if I refresh the web page, now we will click on any menu item. So here we have this border. Similarly, if I click on this one, you can see the border is moved to the second image. If I click again, it will remove this border. So we will use this explode menu component to filter our product. So here we have created the navigation bar header and explode menu component. After that, we will create the food display component, where we will display the multiple food items. To display the food items, first we will set up the context API in our project. For that, in this src folder, we will create a new folder, and the folder name will be context. In this context folder, we will create a new file, and we will add the file name store context.jsx. Here we will create one context. For that, we will type export const store context equal to, and here we will use create context that we will get from React. And in this create context, we will provide null. So here we have created one context. The name is a store context, and we have exported it. Now we will create the store context provider function. So here we will type const store context provider. It will be one arrow function. So in this one, we will pass the props. After that, here we will create one variable, and the name will be context value. And it will be one object. If I add any element in this object, we can access that element in any component using the context. Here we will add the return statement, and here we will use the store context dot provider, and here we will add the value property, and in this one we will simply add context value variable. Close this tag, and within this tag we will provide props dot children. So here we have created this context. Now we have to export this store context provider. So we will type export default store context provider. So the store context has been created. In this context value, we can provide any value or function, and we can access that in any function using the context. To add the support of this context in our project, we will open main.jsx file, and in this browser router we will use store context provider tag, and in this one we will place this app component. We will click on format document. So here we have wrapped the app component inside the store context provider and browser router. Now we have the support of context API in our project. Now we will open store context.jsx file, and here we will mount the food list. Here in this assets folder we have the assets.js, and here we have the variable that stores one array, and here in this array we have multiple objects. Each object represents the food details like food ID, name, image, price, description and category. So we will mount this food list in our context. So here we will type import curly braces food list from assets and assets. So this food list array has been imported from the assets.js file. After that, in this context value we will provide this food list. Now using this context we can access the food list array anywhere. Now we will create one component, and the name will be food display. So in this components folder we will create a new folder, and we will provide the name food display. In this folder we will create a new file that will be fooddisplay.jsx, and here we will use the RAFCE. Similarly, we will create a new file that will be fooddisplay.css. Now import the CSS file in this component. So we will type import./fooddisplay.css. So in this food display component, first we will get the food list array using the context API. So we will type const curly braces food list is equal to use context, and in this use context we will provide the store context. So we will type store context from here. Select this one. Now this store context has been imported automatically. Now in this component we have the food list. Now we will create this component. So in this div we will add one class name property, and here we will provide the class name food display. Then we will provide one ID that will be food display. In this div we will create one h2 tag, and in this h2 tag we will add the text. Top dish is near you. After that we will mount this component on our home page. So we will open home.jsx file, After this explore menu, we will mount the food display component. And in this food display component, we will pass the category state as a prop. So here we will add category is equal to curly braces category. After that, save this file, and now we will open this food display component, and here we will destructure the category. So we will add curly braces category. We will save the changes, open the web browser. So at the bottom you can see top dishes near you. So this food display component has been mounted on our home page. After that, we will display the multiple food item. So let's come back, and here we will create one div with the class name food display list. In this div, we will use the curly braces and this food list array. So we will type food list dot map method. In this map method, we will pass one arrow function, and in this arrow function, we will pass the parameter item and index. Then we will use the return statement, and we will return one component that will take the food data and it will display that in a card. For that, we will create one more component. So in this components folder, we will create a new folder, and the name will be food item. In this folder, we will create a new file that will be fooditem.jsx. Here we will use the RAFCE. After that, we will create one CSS file for this component. So we will right click and select new file and add the file name fooditem.css. Now import the CSS file in this JSX file. So we will type import./fooditem.css. In this component, we will get the image, price, description, ID of the food as a props from this food display component. So here we will add the D structure. So we will add curly braces, ID, name, price, description, and image. After that, we will come to food display.jsx file, and after this return, we will mount food item component, then close it. And in this component, we will pass the props. So first we will pass the key property, where we will use the index. After that, we will pass the ID property, where we will pass item._id. Then we will provide the name. In this one, we will use item.name. Similarly, we will pass description, and here we will use item.description. Then we will pass the price property. In this price property, we will pass item.price. After that, we will pass the image property, and in this one we will type item.image. So here we have passed the key, ID, name, description, price, and image using props. After that, here in this component we don't have any food item because we have not designed the food item. So in this food item component, we will add one class name in this div. So the class name is food item, and after that, in this div we will create one div, and the class name will be food item image container. In this div we will insert one image tag, and here we will add the class name property that will be food item image. And in this src, we will provide the image that we are getting using this props. So we will type image. After that, here we will create another div, and the class name will be food item info. So we will type food item info. In this div we will create one div, and the class name will be food item name rating. In this div we will create one p tag, and here we will add the curly braces and we will provide the name that we are getting using props. After this p tag we will add one image tag, and here we will use the assets, and from this assets we will add the rating starts. In this div we have added the product name and a star rating. After closing of this div we will add one p tag with the class name food item description. So we have added food item DESC, and in this div we will add the curly braces and we will add description that we are getting using props. After that we will create one more p tag, and here we will add the class name food item price. So we will add food item price, and here we will add the $sign curly braces, and here we will provide the price that we are getting using the props. After that, save the changes, and now we will open the web browser. So if I scroll the web page, you can see here we have the food image, title, description, star rating. So here we have total 32 food items, and we are getting this food data from this food list array that we have mapped over this food item component. Now we will add the CSS properties for this food display component. So first we will add this class name food display and paste it in this food display.css file. Here we will add the margin top 30 pixel. Then we will add the CSS properties for this h2 tag. So here we will add .food display h2 tag, and here we will define the font size, max property, and here we will provide 2 VW and 24 pixel. After that we will define the font weight, that will be 600. Now this h2 tag is ready. After that we will add the CSS properties for this food display list class name. So copy this, and here we will add the class name food display list. We will provide display grid template columns, repeat, autofill. Then we will add min max 240 pixel and 1 fraction. After that we will add the margin top of 30 pixel, gap 30 pixel, row gap 50 pixel. Now save the changes and open the web page. Now here in each row we have 4 items, and here we have the multiple rows. After that we will add the CSS properties for our food item component. So here we have the food item class name. Just copy this one, and we will open food item.css file, and we will add this class name here, and here we will provide the width 100%, margin auto, border radius of 15 pixel. Then we will add the box shadow, 0 pixel, 0 pixel, 10 pixel, and one color code. After that, we will add the transition of 0.3 seconds. Then we will add the animation, and it will be fade in. Duration will be 1 second. Now if I reload the web page, so these food items are coming with fade animation. Now we will add the CSS properties for this image tag. So here we have the class name food item image. So add this class name here. So for this image we will provide width 100% and then border radius 15 pixel, 15 pixel, 0 pixel and 0 pixel. Save the changes. Now the card image is looking good. After that we will come back to the food item.jsx file, and here we will add the CSS properties for this food item info class name. So copy this class name, add it in this CSS file, and here let's add padding 20 pixel. So now we have some space around this information text. After that, here we have this food item name rating. So add this class name here, and here we will provide display flex, justify content space between, align items center, margin bottom of 10 pixel. Save the changes. Now the food name is in the left side and the star rating is in the right side. After that, we will add the CSS properties for this p tag where we have added the name of the food item. So we will add dot food item name rating space p. For this p, we will provide font size of 20 pixel, then font weight of 500. Save the changes and open the web page. So the food item name is looking good. After that, we will add the CSS properties for this star rating. So here we will add dot food item name rating img tag, and here we will provide the width 70 pixel. Save the changes. Now the star rating is also looking good. Now we will add the CSS properties for this description. We will open this component file and copy this class name food item description. Add this class name here, and for this one let's add color and this color code. Then we will add font size 12 pixel. Save the changes. Now this description is also looking good. Next we will add the CSS properties for this price. So let's copy this class name food item price, paste it here. So for this price, let's add the color property, and the color is tomato. Then we will add the font size 22 pixel. Then we will add font weight 500. Then we will add the margin 10 pixel and 0 pixel. Save the changes. Now this price is also looking good. After that, in this food item component, we will create one add button. Using that, we can add the food item in our cart. For that, we will open this fooditem.jsx file, and in this component, first we will create one state variable. So let's add const, and we will add the name item count. Then we will create the setter function. It is set item count equal to use state, and here we will initialize it with 0. So for all product cart, we will initialize it with 0. Now after this image tag, here we will add the curly braces, and here we will check if our food item count is 0. In that case, we will provide one add button, and if the count is greater than 0, in that case we will provide one counter. So here first we will type item count is not 0. In that case, we will use ternary operator, so we will use the question mark. In that case, we will add one image tag. In this image tag, we will add the src assets.addIconWhite, and if it is not equal to 0, in that case we will return one div with the class name food item counter. In this image tag, we will add the class name property, that is add, and we will add the onClick property, and here we will pass one arrow function, and here we will use set item count. First we will take the previous count, and here we will return previous plus 1, and save the changes, come back to the web page. So here we have the add icon, and if I click this one, it will disappear because here the state will be changed from the 0 to 1, and when it is 1, it will return the another div. So now we will design this div. So here we will add image tag, and here we will use assets dot remove icon red. Then we will add one p tag where we will display the item count. After that, we will display one image tag, and here we will use assets dot add icon green. After that, in both images tag, we will add the onClick property, and here we will pass one arrow function. Here we will add the set item count, and in this one we will add previous count, and here we will return the previous plus 1. So this button will remove the count, so we will add previous minus 1, and in this button we will add previous plus 1. Then save the changes, and we will open the web page. So if I refresh the web page, here we have this plus icon. If I click here, it is displaying the count 1. If I click on green button, it will become 2. If I click on this minus, it will become 1. And if I click again on the minus, that counter will be 0. And here again we will see one add button. Now we will add the CSS properties for this food item image container. So just copy this one and open this food item.css file, and here we will paste it. Here we will simply provide position relative. After that, we will add the CSS properties for this image tag where the class name is add. So we will add dot food item image container dot add. Here we have to provide the width 35 pixel, position absolute, bottom of 15 pixel, right 15 pixel. Then we will use the cursor pointer, and after that we will add the border radius 50%. Save the changes and we will open the web browser. So here we have this add icon over this food image that is looking good. Now if I click on this icon, it is displaying this counter here. So we will add the CSS properties. So let's come back, and here we have the food item.jsx file. From here we will copy this class name food item counter. Just copy this one and paste it in this food item.css file. In this one we will add position absolute, bottom 15 pixel, right 15 pixel, display flex, align items center, gap of 10 pixel, padding of 6 pixel, border radius of 50 pixel, background color will be white. Save the changes. So here you can see these counter are looking good. It is over this image. If I click on minus, it will become 0. If I click on this plus icon, it will display this counter, and this counter is looking good. Now we will add the CSS properties for these image tags. So here we will add .food item counter img tag. So for this image we will define the width 30 pixels, save the changes. Now the button size is perfect. If I click on minus, it will become 0 and it will display the plus icon, and if I click on plus, it will increase the counter. We can do the same thing in any other food item. So it is working. Here we have defined this counter value 0. Using that, when we have 32 product, it is creating one state variable for each product. That is not a best practice. To solve this issue, we will create one cart item object in our context, and we will manage these product cart data using the manage cart functionality. So we will come back to store context.jsx file, and here we will create one state variable and the name will be cart item. So we will add const cart items, and the setter function name will be set cart items equal to use state, and we will initialize it using the curly braces. So here we have created one cart items state. After that, we will create the functionality for add to cart and remove from cart. So first we will add the functionality for add to cart. So let's add const add to cart equal to, and it will be one arrow function. In this parameter, we will simply pass the item ID. First, we will check if the user is adding the product first time in the cart. In that case, we will create one entry. So we will add if cart item bracket item ID. So if the cart items item ID is not available, in that case we will use set cart items, and here we will pass our previous cart data and here we will return one object where we will define the item ID and the value will be 1. So if the user will add the item first time in the cart, then this statement will be executed. Using that, in this object one entry will be created and the key ID will be item ID and the value will be number of quantity. So here we will add the else statement. Suppose any product item is already available and quantity is 1. In that case, we will increase that. So we will add set cart items and here we will pass previous cart data and here we will add this previous, and in this previous cart data we will modify the item ID key previous item ID plus 1. Here we will use the triple dot. After adding this add to cart logic has been created. Similarly, we will create the remove from cart. So we will add const remove from cart and it will be arrow function. Here also we will add the item ID as a parameter and here we will use set cart items. Here we will pass the previous cart data and in this previous cart data we will set item ID previous item ID minus 1. So basically what these functions are doing, first this if statement will create a new entry for our food product. If that product ID is not available in our cart item, then only. If that product is already available in the cart item, then this else condition will increase the value by 1. And this remove from cart functionality will decrease the value by 1. So we have created the state cart item, add to cart functionality, remove from cart functionality. Now we will pass these three in the context value. So here we will add comma cart items, then we will pass set cart items, then we will pass add to cart functionality, then remove from cart functionality. Now we will access the cart items, add to cart, remove from cart functionality in our food item component using the context API. So in this food item, here we will add const curly braces cart items, add to cart function name, then remove from cart. This function name equal to use context, and in this one we will simply provide a store context. So we will get the access of cart item, add to cart and remove from cart. After that we will remove this item count and here we will add cart items, and in this one we will simply provide the ID. Similarly, in this on click we will remove this and we will add to cart function. In this one we have to pass the ID. Similarly, here also we will remove it and we will add remove from cart function where we will pass the ID. Here also we will remove it and we will add to cart function and we will add the ID. Instead of this item count we will add cart items and here we will provide the ID. Now this cart items, add to cart and remove from cart has been integrated with the food items component. Save these files and remove this line because we are not using this. We can remove this use state from the import statement and save the file. After that, we will open a store context.jsx file and here we will run one use effect where we will pass one arrow function, and here we will add this a square bracket and we will add cart items. So when the cart items will be updated, we will log the cart items state. Now we will open the web browser. We will reload the web page. So here, if I click on this plus icon, it will be added, and if I click again, it will be increasing. It becomes 2, 3, and it works on other image also. And these data are getting managed at one place at a store context. If I click on inspect, open this console. So here we have multiple objects, that is our cart items. So when we open this object, here we have the food ID 1 and the quantity is 3. So this is the food 1, the quantity is 3. If I click again, you can see it becomes 4. Similarly, if I click on the second one, you can see in the second product ID, the quantity is 1. And here we have the 3 entries that we have added in the cart. If I click on the new product, so you can see we have the 4 entries, that is product ID 1, 2, 3, 4. And in the right side we have the quantities. If I reload the web page, this will be reset and this cart is empty. Now if I click, this product ID 1 quantity becomes 1. If I click again, for the product ID 1, the quantity is 2. So this store context has this if statement that is creating the first entry, and for modifying the created entry we are using this else statement. If I click on this remove, so this quantity will become 0. For that, here we have used this remove from cart functionality. So till now we have created the navbar, header component, menu selection component, and this food display component. Now we will add the functionality using that. If I click on these icons, this food item will be filtered and it will display the food items from the particular category. For that, we will open this food display.jsx file. In this statement, we will add one if statement. In this if statement condition, we will add if our category is all. In that case, we will get all products. Or if our category is same as the item.category. In that case, we will get the product of the particular category. So here we have added category all. So if the state is all, it will return the complete items, and if it is not all, then it will display the product of the particular category. Now we will move this return statement in this if condition. So we have added this return statement here in this if statement. After that, we will open the web browser and reload the web page. Now it is displaying all the food item. Right now our food item is not filtered. So let's come back. Here we will add triple equal to. This is the comparison operator. Save the changes And if I click on salad, here we have the salads. All the items are removed. If I click on this rolls, so here we have products in the rolls category. If I click on dessert, here we have dessert category food. If I click on sandwich, cake, pure veg, noodles, so all categories are working fine. If I click on rolls, here we have only rolls product. If I click again, it will be deselected and we will get all categories food. So our explore menu component and this food display component is perfectly working. After that, we will create one footer for our project. For that, we will come back to the VS Code editor, and here we have the components folder. Here we will create a new folder and the folder name is footer. In this footer folder, we will create a new file and the file name will be footer.jsx. And here we will use RAFCE. Here we will add a class name. So the class name is footer. Now we will create one CSS file for this footer component. So we will right click on the footer folder and add a new file, footer.css. Now import this CSS file in this component. So we will add import /footer.css. Now we will start adding some elements in this footer. So first we will mount this footer component in the app component. So open app.jsx file, and after closing of this div, we will mount the footer component. So let's add footer and close it. Here we are getting one error because we are returning two elements. To solve this, here we will add the fragment, and in this fragments we will insert these elements. Format document. Now it is returning only one element. Now save the changes and we will come back to the footer.jsx file, and in this div we will add the HTML elements for the footer. So in this div, let's add one ID that will be footer. After that, in this div we will add another div with the class name footer content. Inside this div, we will create three div, and the name will be footer content left, center and right. So let's create the div with the class name footer content left. After that, another div with the class name footer content right, and after this div we will add another div with the class name footer content center. Move this in the center. So first we have the left, then center, then right. We have three div. So first we will add the content in the left div. So we will add one image tag, and here we will use the assets.logo. After that, we will create one p tag, and in this p tag we will add one dummy text. After this p tag, we will create one div with the class name footer social icons. Inside this div, we will create three image tags. So we will add img into 3, and in these src we will add curly braces. We will use assets.facebook icon. In the second one we will replace the icon. It is assets.twitter icon. in the third one, we will add assets.LinkedIn icon. Then save the changes and we will come back to the web browser. At the bottom, you can see this is our footer text. So now we will come to center div, and in this one, we have to add one h2 tag where we will add one text company. After that, we will add one UL tag, and in this UL we will create 4 li tags. So let's add li into 4. So in the first one we will add home. In the second li tag we will add about us. In the third one we will add delivery. And in the fourth one, we will add the privacy policy. After that, we will come to right div. In this one, we will add one h2 tag where we will add get in touch. After that, here we will add one UL tag. And in this UL tag, we will add 2 li tags. So in the first list item, we will add one phone number. So I'm adding one dummy phone number. After that, in the second li, we will add one dummy email ID. So let me add contact@tomato.com. So our 3 divs are ready: footer, left, center and right. After that, we will add one HR tag here. And after this HR, we will add one paragraph tag with the class name footer copyright. In this p tag, we will add the text. This is one copyright text. After that, save the changes. If I open the web browser, so at the bottom you can see we have all the elements. Now we will add the CSS properties for the footer. So first we will add the CSS properties for this footer class name. So just copy this, open this footer.css file, and here we will paste this class name. For this footer, we will provide the color. This is one color code. Then we will add the background color. So here is the color code for the background. Then we will add display flex, flex direction, column, align item center, gap of 20 pixel, padding of 20 pixel and 8 VW. Then padding from top 80 pixel. Then save the changes. Now if I come back to the web page, so you can see some changes in this footer layout. Now we will add the CSS properties for this footer content class name. So let's copy this one, add it here. For this footer content, we will add width 100%, display will be grid, then grid template column, 2 fraction, 1 fraction and 1 fraction. Then we will add the gap of 80 pixel, save the changes. Now you can see the content in 3 columns. After that, we will add the CSS properties for all these 3 div. So let's add dot footer content left, comma, dot footer content right, comma, dot footer content center. For all 3 divs, we will add display flex, flex direction column, align items, start, and here we will provide the gap of 20 pixel. Then save the changes. So here we have some gap that is 20 pixel. Now we will add the CSS properties for these li tag. So let's duplicate it. Remove these CSS properties. We will add list style none. And after this left we will add li. Similarly here also we will add li, and here also we will add li tag. After that we will add the margin bottom 10 pixel. Save the changes. So now these dots are removed from this li tag. After that we will add the CSS properties for these titles. So let's copy it and paste it again. In the left side we don't have any h2 tag, so remove it, and here we will add h2 and this one also h2. So for this title we will add the color white. Save the changes. Now this title text is looking good. Now we will add the CSS properties for this social media icons. So here we will type dot footer social icons, then img tag. For this image we will provide the width of 40 pixel, then we will provide the margin from the right side, that will be 15 pixel. Save the changes. So these footer icons are looking good. After that we will add the cursor pointer for these li tags. So here let's add a space and we will add cursor pointer. Save the changes. Now if I move cursor over these list items, we will see the cursor pointer. Now we will add the CSS properties for this HR tag that is not visible here. So let's add dot footer, then HR tag. For this HR we will provide width 100%, height of 2 pixel, then margin of 20 pixel and 0. Then save the changes. So this HR tag is visible. After that in this HR tag we will add background color gray, and then we will add border none. Now this HR tag is looking good. So here we have one problem. After this food item component we don't have any space. It is touching the footer content. So here we have the footer. So in this footer we will add margin top and we will provide 100 pixel. So now you can see some space above this footer layout. Now this footer is also complete. Next we will add one more component between this footer and this food items. That will be mobile app download. So let's come back to the VS Code editor, and in this components folder we will create a new folder with the name app download. And in this folder we will create a new file that will be appdownload.jsx. And here we will use RAFCE. After that we will create one CSS file. So here we will type appdownload.css. Now we will import this CSS file in this component. So we will add import.appdownload.css. Now we will mount this component on our home page. So after this food display we will add the app download component. So we have mounted it here. Now we will open app download.jsx file, and in this div we will add one class name that will be app download, and we will add one ID that is also app download. In this div we will create one p tag, and in this p tag we will add one text. After adding this text, here we will add one br tag. Using that we can split this paragraph in 2 lines. Then we will add one div with the class name app download platforms. Inside this div we will create 2 image tag. So we will add img into 2. So in the first image we will use assets.playstore, and in the second one we will add assets.appstore. Now the HTML structure for this app download component is ready. Let's open the web browser. So here we have this text and Play Store and App Store icon. Now we will add the CSS properties. So first we will add the CSS properties for this app download class name. So copy this one, add it here in this app download.css file. For this app download class name we will provide the margin auto. Then we will provide margin from the top, that is 100 pixel. After that we will provide the font size. We will use max property, 3 VW and 20 pixel. Then we will add text align center and font weight of 500. Right now you can see these texts are looking good. Now we will add the CSS properties for this class name, which is app download platforms. Copy this one, add it here. Here we will provide display flex, justify content center. Then we will add gap. In this gap we will add max, 2 VW and 10 pixel. Then we will add margin from the top, 40 pixel. Save the changes and we will open the web browser. So here we have the gap between these Play Store and App Store icon. Now we will add the CSS properties for these images. So we will add that class name app download platforms, then img tag. So for this image we will define the width, where we will add the max property, and here we will provide 30 VW, 120 pixel. After that we will define max width, 180 pixel, transition 0.5 seconds, cursor pointer. Now these images are looking good. Next we will add the hover effect on these images. So duplicate it, and at the end we will add :hover. So when we will hover this image we will provide transform scale 1.05. Save the changes, and if I open the web page, now you can see if I move cursor over this image, it will increase its size. That looks very nice. After that, our home page is ready, where we have created the navigation bar, header section, explore menu component. Then we have added the foot display component. After that, we have created this app download layout. Then we have created the footer. Now we will make this website responsive. So we will right click and inspect, then select this device option. So you can see this is how it is displaying in the small screen. So we will make it responsive. So let's come back to the code file and we will open navbar.css file. And here we will add the media query. So let's add media, max width of 1050 pixel. In this one we will add navbar.logo and we will apply width of 140 pixel. Then we will add .navbar menu and here we will provide the gap of 20 pixel. After that we will define the font size, that will be 17 pixel. Then we will add .navbar right. Here we will provide the gap of 30 pixel. After that we will add .navbar right img tag. So for this image we will provide the width of 22 pixel. After that we will add .navbar right, then button tag, and for this button we will provide the padding of 8 pixel and 25 pixel. Now we will create one copy of this and paste it again. Here we will reduce the max width, it will be 900 pixel. Here we will add the width 120 pixel and we will provide the gap of 15 pixel, font size of 16 pixel. Here we will provide the gap 20 and the image width will be 20. After that we will add the padding of 7 pixel and 20 pixel. It will be 20 pixel. After that here we will add the font size. So we will set the font size 15 pixel. Save the changes and we will create another copy of this media query. Copy and paste it. And here we will add 750 pixel. And here we will remove this logo and we will keep only navbar menu. So in this navbar menu we will provide display none. Save the changes and open the web page again. You can see it is fully responsive. Now we will make our header section responsive. To make the header section responsive we will come back and we will open header.css file. And here we will add the media query. So let's add the media max width 1050 pixel and here we will add the .header class name. Here we will define the height of 38 VW. Then we will add the header contents class name and here we will add the max width of 45%. Then save the changes and let's create a copy of this media query. And here we will set 750 pixel max width. Remove this header. For header contents we will add max width 55%. Then we will add header contents p tag. For this p tag we will add display none. Then we will add header contents button tag. And for this button we will define the padding of 2 VW and 4 VW. Then save the changes and we will open the web browser. So this is how our header is looking right now. So we will fix it. So let's add the max width of 65% and we will remove this header. Now we will save the changes. Now our header is looking good. You can see if I change the screen size, it looks good in all screen size. This is how it will display in phone screen. Now this header component is also responsive. Next, we will make the explode menu component responsive. So we will come back to the VS Code editor and we will open explode menu.css file. Here we will add the media query. So we will add the media max width 1050 pixel, and here we will add dot explode menu text, and we will set the max width 100%. Then we will define the font size, that will be 14 pixel. Now this explode menu component is also responsive. This is how it is displaying in a small screen, and we can slide these menu images because we have added the overflow X scroll. Our foot display component is already looking good in a smaller screen, so it is also responsive by default. If I change the screen size, you can see it is completely responsive. This is the app download component. It is also looking good in phone screen. After that, we will make our footer responsive. For that, we will open footer.css file. Here it is. Here we will add the media query. So let's add media max width. And here we will define 750 pixel. And here we will add the class name footer content. Here we will add display flex, flex direction column, and we will provide the gap of 35 pixel. After that, we will add the class name dot footer copyright. Here we will apply text align center. Save the changes and we will open the web browser. Now our footer is also looking good in smaller screen. So we have made our website fully responsive. Now we will add some functionality so that when we will click on the menu, it will scroll the web page to the explode menu section. When we will click on mobile app, it will scroll the web page to the app download section. And when we will click on the contact us, it will scroll the web page at the footer. To add this functionality, we will come back to the VS Code editor, and here we will open navbar.jsx file. So in this first li tag, let's remove this li and we will add link tag. We will select this link from React Router DOM, and this link tag will be imported from the React Router DOM package. After that, in other 3 li tag, we will replace it with a tag. So remove this li and here we will use the a tag. In these a tag, we will add the href property, and here we will provide has, and in the first a tag we will add explode menu id that we have added in this div. You can see we have added explode menu. In the second one we will provide has app download, and in the third one we will provide footer. And in this link tag we will add 2 property, and here we will add slash. We will save the changes. So when we click on menu, it will scroll the web page to the menu section. If I click on mobile app, it will scroll the web page to the mobile app, and if I click on contact, it will scroll the web page at the bottom. So this is scrolling the web page quickly. So we will convert it into smooth scroll. So we will open the index.css file, and here after this font family we will add a scroll behavior smooth. We will save the changes and we will open the web page. Now if I click on mobile app, it scrolls the web page smoothly to the mobile app. Now we have added the smooth scroll effect. Now our home page is completely ready and we have added the functionality on these menu links. After that we will add the login sign up pop-up component so that when we will click on this login button, it will pop up a login form over this component. To create that, we will come back to the VS Code editor, and in this components folder we will create a new folder with the name login pop-up, and in this folder we will create a JSX file, that is loginpopup.jsx. Here we will type RAFCE, and for this component we will create one CSS file. So here we will create a new file with the name loginpopup.css. In this JSX file we will import the CSS file. So we will add import./loginpopup.css. Now in this div we will provide a class name that will be loginpopup. So first we will mount this component in the app component. So we will open app.jsx file, and to display the login pop-up, first we will create one state variable. So we will type const so login set so login is equal to use state, and we will initialize it with false. Now I want to display this on the top. So here before this div we will add one ternary operator, and here we will type show login, and if this show login is true, it means we have to display our component. So we will mount our component, that is login popup. Then close this, and if this show login is false, in that case we will return the fragment. Now we will send this show login in our navigation bar, where we can convert it into true or false. So in this nav bar we will pass the props. So we will add set show login is equal to curly braces set show login. Now we will copy it and we will destructure it in the navigation bar component. So here we will add curly braces and paste this set show login. Here we have the button sign in. So we will link this function with this sign in button. So here we will type on click, and here we will pass one arrow function, and here we will call the set show login, and in this one we will pass the data true. We will save the changes. After that we will open login popup.jsx file, and here we will add some text login. After that we will save the changes and we will open the web page. So here we don't have any login option. If I click on sign in button, you can see one text login at the top left corner. It means our functionality is working. When we click this button, it will display the pop-up. After that we will come back to the login pop-up component and we will design this pop-up. So first let's remove this text, and here we will add one form tag, and the class name will be login popup container. Remove this action, and within this form tag we will create one div with the class name login popup title. In this one we will add one h2 tag, and here we will display login or sign up state. For that we have to create one state variable. So let's add const and the state name will be current state. Set current state is equal to use state, and we will initialize it with sign up. And in this h2 tag, we will add the curly braces, and here we will provide current state. And if I save the changes, here it is displaying sign up, that is coming using this state variable. After this h2 tag, we will create one image tag, and in this image src we will use assets dot cross icon, and after that here we will add on click property, and here we will pass one arrow function, and here we will use the set show login function that we have created in the app component. So here we have created set show login, so let's copy it and we will pass it using props. Now we will get the access of this function in the login pop-up component. So we will destructure it here, and when we will click on this image, which is the cross icon, it will close the pop-up. For that, here we will type set show login and we will add false. We will save the changes and we will open the web page. So here we have the sign up and then cross icon. If I click on the cross icon, it will hide that pop-up. If I click on sign in button, it will display the sign up again. After this div, we will create another div, and here we will add the class name login pop-up input. In this div, we will add input field, and the type will be text. Here we will add the placeholder, where we will add your name, and we will set required. After this input field, we will add one more input field, and it will be type email. We will add the placeholder your email, and it is also required. Then we will create another input field, and the type is password. Then we will add the placeholder property and we will apply password, and we will set it as required. After this div, we'll add one button tag. In this button tag, we will add the curly braces, and here we will provide ternary operator. So first we will check our current state is sign up. In that case, we will return one string that will be create account. And if the state is not equal to sign up, in that case, we will add one string that is login. Here we will add colon. We will save the changes and open the web browser. If I click on sign in, here we have sign up, cross icon, your name, email and password field, and create account. Right now this state is sign up, that's why it is displaying sign up button. If I set it as login, so here we have the login and we have the button text login. After that, we have to remove this input field, that is your name, on the login page. So we will hide this input field when the state is login. For that, here we will add ternary operator. So we will check the current state. If the current state is equal to login, in that case we will return fragment. And if the state is not equal to login, in that case we will provide this input field. So we will move it after this colon. Save the changes and we will open the web browser. So at the time of login, we have the email field and password field. And after this button tag, we will create one div, and we will provide one class name for this div, that is login pop-up condition. In this div, we will add one input field and the type will be checkbox, and we will set it as required. After this input field, we will add one p tag, and here we will add one text. After this div, we will create one p tag, and in this p tag we will add create a new account question mark, and here we will add one span tag, and in this span tag we will add click here. Then we will save the changes. So when we are on the login state, it will display create a new account, click here. And when we are on the sign up state, for that we will create one more format. So we will add p tag already have an account question mark, and we will add a span tag, and here we will add login here. We have to display this paragraph when the state is login, and when the state is sign up, it will display the second paragraph. For that we will use the ternary operator. So we will add the curly braces and we will check if the current state is same as login. In that case, we will provide the first paragraph. So we will place it here. Then we will add the colon and we will provide the second paragraph. Now in these span tag we will add the onClick property, and here we will pass one arrow function, and here we will call the set current state. So in the first one we will set sign up, and in the second one we will set login. We will save the changes. Now we will open the web browser. So we are on the login, and here it is displaying create a new account, click here. If I click here, so it will display sign up page, and here we have the name input field, and here we have the text already have an account, login here. If I click on this, it will again display the login page. Now the HTML structure for this login pop-up is ready. Now we will add the CSS properties. So first we will add the CSS properties for this login pop-up class name. So we will copy this one and we will open login popups.css file. Here we will add this class name and we will provide the position absolute, z index 1, width it will be 100%, height will be 100%, background color, and here we will use this color code. After that we will add display grid and we will save the changes. Now you can see the changes in the layout of this login page. So now we will come back, and here we will copy this class name login popup container and we will paste it here. For this one we will add the place self center, then we will add the width max property 23 VW and 330 pixel. Then we will add the color property, that will be this color code. Then we will add the background color white. Then we will apply display flex direction column, and we will provide the gap of 25 pixel. Then we will add padding, that will be 25 pixel and 30 pixel. Then we will add the border radius of 8 pixel. Font size will be 14 pixel And here also we will add animation, fade in, and duration will be 0.5 seconds. We will save the changes and we will open the web page. Now this container is in the center with the white background. If I click on the cross icon, it will hide this, and if I click on the sign in button, it will again display this pop-up. If I click on this link, it will display the sign up page. If I click again, it will display the login page. Now we will add the CSS properties for this title. So we will copy this class name login pop-up title, and here we will provide CSS property display flex, justify content, a space between, align items center, and the color will be black. We will save the changes. Now our login text is displaying in the left side and the cross icon is in the right side. After that, we will add the CSS properties for this cross icon. So we will add .login pop-up title img tag. Here we will define width, that will be 16 pixel. Then we will add the cursor pointer. We will save the changes. Now this cross icon is looking good and we have the cursor pointer. After that, we will add the CSS properties for this div, which is login pop-up inputs. So we will copy this one and we will paste it here. For this one, we will provide display flex, flex direction column, gap of 20 pixel, and we will save the changes. Now we have the gap between these input fields, that is 20 pixel. Now we will add the CSS properties for these input field. So here we will add dot login pop-up inputs input field. Here we will provide the outline none, border 1 pixel, solid, and this color code. Then we will provide the padding, that will be 10 pixel, and border radius of 4 pixel. Now these input fields are also looking good. After that, we will add the CSS properties for this button. So we will type dot login pop-up container button tag. Here we will add border none, padding of 10 pixel, it will be none, then border radius of 4 pixel, color white, then background color tomato. Then we will define the font size, that will be 15 pixel. Then we will provide the cursor pointer. We will save the changes and open the web page. So our button is also looking good. If I click on login, here also it is looking good. After that, we will add the CSS properties for this login pop-up condition. So we will copy this one and paste it here. Here we will provide display flex, align items, start, gap of 8 pixel, margin top minus 15 pixel. We will save the changes. Now this condition div is also looking good. It is aligned side by side. Now we will add the CSS properties for this checkbox. So let's add the class name login pop-up condition input field, and we will provide the margin top 5 pixel. Now this checkbox and the condition text is aligned properly. After that, we will add the CSS properties for this span tag, login here and click here. So we will type dot login popup p tag span tag, and in this one we will add the color tomato, font weight 500 and cursor pointer. We will save the changes and we will open the web page. So here you can see the color on this link. So if I click here, it will open the sign up form. So now we have created the login pop-up component that is fully functional. If I click on cross icon, it will hide this pop-up, and if I click on sign in button, it will display this pop-up again. After that, we will create the cart page. To build our cart page, we will open VS Code editor, and here we will open cart.jsx file that is available in this pages folder and cart folder. So here first we will access our cart items food list, remove from cart functionality from our context. So here we will type const, then curly braces, and here we will type cart items food list, remove from cart equal to use context, and in this one we will provide our store context. After that, in this div we will add the class name property, and here we will type cart. Inside this div we will create another div and the class name will be cart items. So we will type div dot cart items, and inside this div we will create another div with the class name cart items title. So we will type div dot cart items title, here we will create 6 paragraph tags. So we will type p into 6, and in the first paragraph tag we will add items, in the second one we will add title, in the third one we will add price, then in the fourth p tag we will add quantity, and in the next one we will add total, and in the last one we will add remove. After closing of this div we will add one br tag, and here we will add one hr tag. After adding this, save the changes and we will open the web page. So in the routes we have added /cart. So if I open this /cart, so it will open the cart page. Now we have to link this route with our basket icon so that when we will click on this icon, it will open the cart page. So we will open the navbar.jsx file, and here we have the img tag. So before this img tag we will add a link tag, and we will wrap this image tag with this link tag, and in this link tag we will add the to property, and here we will provide the path that will be /cart. Save the changes. Now if I open our home page, to go to home page we have added the route on this link home. So we will add this route on the logo also, so that when we will open the cart page and click on the logo, it will open the home page. So we will add the link on this image tag. So here we will add link and close this link after this logo image, and here we will add the to property and we will provide the path slash. Save the changes, and now we are on the cart page, and if I click on logo, so it will open the home page, and if I click on the cart icon, it will open the cart page. So this route is successfully working. After that, we will come back to the cart.jsx file, and after this HR tag, we will use the curly braces, and here we will use food list dot map method, and here we will pass one arrow function. In this parameter, we will add the individual item and index number. So we will get all the food list one by one from our food items. After that, we will compare our cart items and food item. If that food item is available in this cart item, then we will display it in the cart page. So for that, we will type if, and here we will provide the cart items, and in this one we will provide the item dot underscore id greater than 0. So if our cart items contains one product with this item id, in that case we will return one div. So we will type return, and in this return we will add div, and we will provide the class name cart items, title, and we will add one more class name that will be cart items item. We have added two class. This class name is same that we have already used, so we can use the same format. After that, we will check this logic. So simply we will add one p tag, and here we will add curly braces, and we will type item dot name. We will save the changes, and if I open the home page and click on this plus icon to add this product, and we will open the cart page. So here we have this product name. Now if I add 4 products and open the cart page, now we have the name of 4 products. It means this if logic is successfully working. Now remove this p tag, and here we will create one structure. Using that, we can display the cart items data. So first we will provide one image tag, and in this src we will provide item.image. After this image tag, we will provide one p tag, and in this one we will display the name of our product. So we will type item.name. After that, we will provide product's price. So we will type p tag, curly braces, and we will type item.price. So next we have to display the quantity. So we will type p tag, curly braces, and we will add cart items. In this cart items, we will provide item dot underscore id. So it will return the quantity for this product. After that, we have to display the total price. For that, we will use the p tag, curly braces, and here we will use the item dot price. So we will multiply this item price with the number of quantity. So we will get the total amount. So let's copy this one, and here we will type multiply and paste it. After that, we will create one more p tag, and here we have to display one cross icon. So simply we will use X, and we will save the changes and open the web page. So here you can see we have the images and other details in this cart. Now we will add the CSS properties for this cart page. So let's come back, and here we will copy this class name cart, paste it here in this cart.css, and here we will provide the margin from the top that will be 100 pixel. After that, let's copy this class name cart items title and we will paste it here. For this, we will add display grid. Grid template will be columns 1 fraction, 1.5 fraction, 1 fraction, 1 fraction, 1 fraction and 0.5 fraction. After that, we have to provide the align item center. Then we will set the color. Then we will change the font size. So let's add max property 1 VW and 12 pixel. We will save the changes and we will open the web page. Now you can see the cart items in the grid layout. For individual product, it is aligned horizontally. Now we will add the CSS properties for this image tag. So we will open the JSX file and here we have this class name cart items item and we will paste it here. Here we will provide the margin 10 pixel and 0 pixel. Then we will provide the color black and save the changes. Now the color has been updated for this text and we have a space also. Now we will reduce the size of this image. So let's add dot cart items item, then img tag. For this image, we will provide the width of 50 pixel. We will save the changes. Now you can see the size for this icon is good. Now we will open the VS Code editor and after closing of this div, we will return one HR tag. So we are returning two elements, that's why we are getting one error. So we will create one div tag and in this div tag, we will place this div and HR. We will click on format document. Now we don't have any error. Now you can see one horizontal line after each product. Now we will add the CSS properties for this HR tag. So let's open the cart.css file and here we will provide dot cart HR tag and here we will provide the height of 1 pixel, background color and provide this color code. Then we will provide the border none. Save the changes. Now this horizontal line is looking good. After that, we will open the JSX file. And in this p tag, we will add the class name property and the class name will be cross. Now we will open the CSS file. Here we will type dot cart items item dot cross. And here we will simply provide the cursor pointer. We will save the changes. Now if I move cursor over this X, it will become pointer. Now we will add the functionality on this cross icon so that when we will click here, this product will be removed from our cart. For that, we will open the cart.jsx file and in this p tag, we will add the onClick property. In this one, we will pass one arrow function and here we will call the remove from cart function that we have already created and destructured using this context API. So in this one, we have to provide the item ID. So let's add item._ID. We will save the changes and open the web page. So here we have the quantity 1 for all products. If I click on this cross, that product will be removed from our cart. If I click on the second one, this product is also removed. Similarly, we can remove all products. Let's open the home page and if we add one product 4 times, it means 4 quantity. So you can see the quantity 4. And if I click on this cross icon, it will reduce the quantity. It will become 3. If I click again, it will become 2. If I click again, it will become 1. If I click again, it will finally remove the product. Here in front of this price, we will add the $sign, add the product, and now you can see the $sign in front of this price. In this total also we will add the $sign. So here also we will add $sign and save the changes. So you can see the $sign in front of this price. If I increase the quantity, let's set 2 for this product, open the cart page. Here you can see the price $12, quantity 2, and the individual total price for this product, which is $24. So these add to cart and remove from cart functionality is working fine. After that, we will create one section where we will display the delivery fee and total price, and in the right side we will create a section where user can enter one promo code. For that, after closing of this div, we will create another div with the class name cart bottom, and inside this div we will create another div with the class name cart total. So inside this cart total div, we will add one h2 tag, and here we will type cart total. After this h2 tag, we will add one div, and in this div we will add 3 div, and the class name will be cart total details. So let's add div.cart total details into 3. So we have created 3 div. Inside this div, we will create 2 p tag, which is paragraph tag. So let's add p into 2. So in the first one, we will add subtotal, and in the second one, we will add curly braces and simply provide 0. Here also we will add the p tag 2 times, and we will add delivery fee. Here also, for now, we will add the curly braces 2. And in the third div, we will add the b tag, that is bold tag, and in this one we will add the total, and we will create one more b tag, and in this one, for now, we will type 0. After this div, we will add one HR tag, and here also we will add one HR tag. And after this div, we will add one button tag, and in this button tag, we will add the text, proceed to checkout. Let me move this button from here, so remove it and we will place it after this div. We will save the changes and we will open the web page. So here we have these data on our cart page. Now we will add the promo code section on the right side. So after this div, here we will add one more div with the class name cart promo code. Inside this div, we will add one more div, and in this div we will add the p tag, and here we will add if you have a promo code, enter it here. After this p tag, we will add one div tag, and in this div tag we will add the class name property that will be cart promo code input. Inside this div, we will add one input field, and the type will be text. After that, we will add the placeholder. In this placeholder, we will type promo code. After this input field, we will add one button tag, and the button text will be submit. We will save the changes and we will open the web page. This is how our cart bottom section is looking right now. So we will add the CSS properties. So first we will add the CSS properties for this class name cart bottom. So open this CSS file and here we will add .cart bottom. For this one, we will provide the margin from the top 80 pixel, display flex, justify content space between, gap, max property, we will provide the 12 VW and 20 pixel. Then we will add the class name dot cart total, and here we will add flex1. Then we will add display flex, flex direction column, gap of 20 pixel. We will save the changes. So in the left side you can see this cart total, and in the right side we have the coupon. Now we will add the CSS properties for this cart total details class name. Just copy this one and paste it here. Here we will add display flex, justify content space between, and this color code. We will save the changes. Now you can see some changes here. After that we will add the CSS properties for these HR tag. So let's add the class name dot cart total HR tag. Here we will provide the margin, that will be 10 pixel and 0 pixel. Then save the changes. So now we have the margin. Next we will add the CSS properties for this button tag. So here we will add dot cart total and button tag. Here we will define border none, color white, background color tomato, width max property 15 VW and 200 pixel. Then we will add the padding, that will be 12 pixel and 0 pixel. After that we will define the border radius of 4 pixel. And here we will add cursor pointer. We will save the changes. Now this button is looking good. After that we will add the CSS properties for this promo code section. So let's copy this class name cart promo code and paste it here in this CSS file. For this class we will provide flex1. Save the changes. Now we will add the CSS properties for this p tag. So let's add dot cart promo code p tag, and here we will provide the color property and this color code. After that we will add the CSS properties for this cart promo code input class name. Just copy this one and paste it here. Here we will provide the margin top 10 pixel, display flex, justify content space between, align items center, background color, and here we will use this color code. After that we will define the border radius, that will be 4 pixel. We will save the changes. Now in the background we have this color. After that we will add the CSS properties for this input field. So here we will type dot cart promo code input and input tag. Here we will add the background transparent, border none, outline none, padding from the left 10 pixel. Save the changes and we will open the web browser. Now background of our input field is transparent. Now we will add the CSS properties for this button tag. So here we will type dot cart promo code input button tag. Here we will add width, max property, and we will define 10 VW and 150 pixel. Then we will provide the padding 12 pixel and 5 pixel. Then we will add the background color, that will be black, and the border will be none. We will set the color white. We will use the border radius of 4 pixel. Save the changes and we will open the web page. Now this promo code section is looking good. Now if I right click and click on inspect, so this web page is not responsive in a small screen. So we will make it responsive using the media queries. So let's come back to the VS Code editor, and here we will add @media, and in the condition we will add the max width 750 pixel. Here we will add dot cart bottom, and in this one we will provide the flex direction column reverse. Then we will add dot cart promo code, and here we will use justify content start. Then save the changes. Now open the web page. So if I reduce the screen size, you can see it is looking good in phone screen. If I add any product in the cart page and open the cart page, so this is how it is displayed in the phone screen. Now we have successfully created the cart page and we have made it responsive. Now we have to create the logic. Using that, our subtotal will be calculated and then it will calculate the total. To create that logic, we will open a store context.jsx file. Let's remove this use effect that we were using to check the cart items. So let's remove it. And here we will create one arrow function that will return the cart total. So we will type const get total cart amount equal to, and it will be one arrow function. Here we will type let total amount is equal to 0. So here we have added one variable with the name total amount and initialized it with 0. Now we will use the cart items in for in loop. So let's add for, and in this loop we will add const item in cart items. Const item in cart items. Here we are using for in loop because the cart items is an object, and this for loop will iterate over that object and it will provide the items one by one, and this item will be the key value of the cart items. So first we will type let item info equal to food list dot find method, and in this find method we will pass one arrow function where we will get the product, and here we will type product dot underscore id, and here we will use the comparison and we will type item. So if our product id is matching with the item, that is the key value of our cart items, it means this product is available in the cart. In that case, we will add total amount and we will add plus is equal to, and here we will add item info dot price into quantity. So this item info dot price will give the price of one product, and we will multiply that with the quantity so that we will get the total amount of that product, and that will be added in the total amount variable. So we will type cart items, and in this one we will provide the item. Using that we will get the quantity of that product. After that we have to execute this statement inside one if condition. So let's add if cart items, and here we will provide item greater than 0. So it will be executed only when the quantity is greater than 0. So provide this code inside this if statement. Let's click on the format document. Now after this for loop, we will get the total amount. So we will return this total amount. So let's type return total amount. Now this function is ready, that will return the total amount of our cart. So we will pass it in this context value. We will type get total cart amount. We will save the changes and we will open the cart page. Here first we have to destructure that. So let's add get total cart amount. After that, where we have provided 0 in the subtotal, here we will provide get total cart amount. So here we will provide get total cart amount function. In the delivery fee we have added 2. So we will add this 2 in the total. So we will type +2 and save the changes and open the web page. So if I open the home page, and if we add this product 2 quantity and this product 1 quantity and open the cart page. So here you can see for the first product the price is 12, quantity 2, total is 24. For the second product price is 24, quantity 1 and total 24, and by adding 24 the subtotal is 48, delivery fee is 2 and the total is 50. That is perfectly working. Now we will add the $sign so it will look like a currency. So here just add $, and here also we will add $, and at the total we will add $. Now it is looking good. Now we will use this get total cart amount in our navigation bar. Using that, if the cart value is 0, this dot will be hidden. If the value is greater than 0, then this dot will be visible again. So for that we will open navbar.jsx file, and here we will type const curly braces get total cart amount equal to use context, and in this one we will provide our store context. Here we will provide the dynamic class name. So remove this dot class name, we will add the curly braces, and we will provide get total cart amount. If it is 0, in that case we will return empty string, and if it is not 0, in that case we will return dot class name. We will save the changes. We will use the comparison triple equal to 0. So if the total cart amount is 0, in that case we will return empty string, and if it is not 0, then we will return dot. So right now we don't have any dot in the cart icon, and if I add any product in the cart, this dot will be visible. So we have added this functionality also. After that, we will create one place order page where we can get the address details of our user. For that, we will open the VS Code editor and we will create this place order page. To go to this place order page, we will open the cart.jsx file and here we will use the navigate. So let's type const navigate is equal to use navigate and we will open proceed to checkout button and we will type on click, and in this one we will pass one arrow function and here we will use navigate, and in this navigate we have to provide the path. So we will type /order. Here we have added /order because in this app.jsx file we have defined this route. At this route we have placed the element place order component. Save the changes. So if I click on this checkout button, it will open the order page. Now we will start building our place order page. So first we will convert this div into form, and here we will use the class name property that will be place order. After that, in this form tag we will create two div that will be place order left and place order right. So let's add div dot place order left, and after this div let's add another div with the class name place order right. First we will create the left side, so let's add one p tag with the class name title. In this one we will add the delivery information. After this p tag we will create one div with the class name multi fields, and inside this div we will create two input fields. So let's type input into 2. So the type will be text, and in both input tag we will add the placeholder property, and in the placeholder let's add the first name, and in the second one we will add last name. After this div we will create two input fields, and the type will be text, and in both we will add the placeholder property. So in the first placeholder we will type email address because it is one email address, so we will set the type email, and here we will write street. After that we will create one copy of this multi-field div and place it here, and replace this placeholder text. It will be city, and here we will type state. After that again create one copy, and here we will add the placeholder, zip code, and here we will add country. After this div we will create one input field, and the type will be text, and we will add the placeholder, and in the placeholder we will type phone. So this left side is ready. Save the changes and we will open the web browser. Here we have these input fields. Next we will add the content in the right side. So in the right div, first we will display the cart total that we have created using this cart.jsx file. So from here We will copy this div. The name is cart total. And copy this one and paste it in our order page. In this place order page, we will paste this div. Here also we need this get total cart amount function in this component, and we will remove this on click property, and instead of this proceed to checkout, we will add proceed to payment. Then save the changes, and we have to mount this get total cart amount using this context API. So let's add const curly braces, and in this one we will type get total cart amount equal to use context, and here we will provide a store context. We will save the changes and we will open the web browser. So here we have this cart totals and this delivery information. After that, we will add the CSS properties for this place order page. So first we will copy this class name place order and paste it here in this place order.css file. Here we will provide display flex, align items start, justify content space between, gap of 50 pixel, margin top 100 pixel. We will save the changes and open the web browser. So in the left side we have these input fields, and in the right side we have the cart totals. After that, we will add the CSS properties for this place order left class name. So let's copy this one and paste it here. Here we will define the width 100%, and we will define the max width of max property, where we will provide 30% and 500 pixel. We will save the changes. After that, we will add the CSS properties for this title. So let's add dot place order left dot title. Here we will use the font size 30 pixel, font weight of 600, margin bottom of 50 pixel. Save the changes and we will open the web browser. Now this title is looking good. After that, we will add the CSS properties for these input fields. Here we will add the class name dot placeholder left, then input tag. For this input tag, we will provide the margin bottom 15 pixel, width 100%, padding of 10 pixel, border 1 pixel, solid and one color code. Then we will add the border radius, that will be 4 pixel, and outline color tomato. Then save the changes. Now all the input fields are aligned vertically. Next we will add the CSS properties for this multi-fields class name, where we have two input fields. So here we will type dot place order left dot multi-field, and for this one we will provide display flex and gap of 10 pixel. Just update it, it will be multi fields. Now you can see two input fields are aligned side by side. First name, last name, then city, state, zip code, country, and we have the large field for the email, street and phone number. Now we will add the CSS properties for the right side. So let's add place order dot right. And here we will provide the width of 100%. Then we will provide the max width, max property 40% and 500 pixel. Now this right side is also looking good. After that, we have to add a space in this button. So let's add dot place order dot cart total and button tag. And here we will provide the margin top 30 pixel. Save the changes. Now this order page is looking good. So till now we have created our home page where we have the navigation bar, this header section, this explore menu component. Then we have the food display component where we have displayed the food items. After that, we have created this app download component, and at the end we have created the footer section. And this add button and counter is also working. And if I click on menu, it will scroll to the menu section. If I click on mobile app, it will scroll here. If I click on contact us, it will scroll the web page at the bottom. If I click on this cart icon, it will open the cart page. Here on this cart page, we have one issue. Our cart is empty and it is showing delivery fee $2. So to solve this one, we will come back and we will open cart.jsx file. And here we have added 2. Remove this one, we will add get total cart amount is equal to 0. In that case, we will simply provide 0, and if it is not 0, in that case, we will set the delivery charge to. Similarly, here also we will check if the get total cart amount is 0. In that case, we will provide 0, and if it is not 0, we will provide get total cart amount plus 2. We will save the changes. Now we will open the web browser. So now it is displaying 000, and if I add any product in the cart, then it is displaying $12, delivery charge $2, and total is $14. Next, we have to update this logic on this page also. For that, let's come back and open cart.jsx file. Just copy these div and open place order.jsx file and paste it here. Save the changes. So here also it is correct. So till now in this project we have created the home page, cart page, place order page and login pop-up component. So this was the complete front end of food delivery website. In the next video, we will add backend, admin panel and a Stripe payment integration. If you want the source code of this full stack project including backend and payment integration, I have given the link in the description below. And don't forget to link this project in your resume. It will make your resume stand in the top 1% and help you to secure a high paying job. I hope this video was helpful to you. Do subscribe our channel if you have not subscribed yet. Thank you so much for watching this video.